So welcome back to another vlog, everyone. As you can see, we've got a big machine here today. We're drilling a borehole for some water. I've been talking to Olivier, another Olivier. He's been saying that first 8 meters are pretty much sand, so he has to be really careful. He's going to dig a bigger hole the first 8 meters, 9 meters, then he's going to put a big tube in, and then afterwards he's onto this little blue tube for going down to maybe 18, 20 meters, no more. So he's digging a hole here. This is where all the kind of mud's going to come with water. He's going to put them in big containers, and then the water's going to go off and the mud's going to kind of stay together, congeal, and so we get like a pile of mud. He had to get this level, 100% level to start off with, obviously, because you want your borehole to go straight down. So that's what he was doing earlier on, getting that level. So whilst they're struggling outside, I've moved on to this job in here. We did a really quick repair back a few years ago, and clearly there's a problem with the wall. Basically, I think we've got a lot of dampness coming up. So I've ripped off this wood here. This is what our repair job was, to find rotten wood, and there was actually ants behind here, and I know they were ants because a guy came in and checked them. They weren't termites, so that's good. So I've ripped this wood off. You can see it's all rotten and all this kind of ant debris. So what I decided to do was hack off the rest of the plaster that was very damp on the wall, and I'm going to do something that I kind of always joke about, like I'm not going to put concrete on, but it's going to be like a render on it, so the stone won't be able to breathe as much as it was, but that should stop any dampness coming through, enough to rot wood anyway. And then I'm going to use outdoor wood behind, and then stuff that's been treated on the kind of inside stuff, the kind of stuff we're going to paint. So it's all going to be protected from the water, and I'm going to pop a little bit of powder down there and product as well, just in case there are any what the French call bêtes, so ants, in case there are any termites in the area, any other kind of wood-eating beasts, we'll say. It's always a delicate operation. You know, you could just go gung-ho of it and take a load more wood out. You're going to lose the character if you do that. So it's kind of delicate, and you have to take it step by step. I'm going to treat it now, and then I'll come back and crepey the wall. So I've just popped on there xylophone. It's like it's a fungicide and insecticide. So it's going to stop any ants. If ever there's any termites coming, it'll stop them. Any other kind of little beasts that eat wood and stuff. So all of that will help stabilise this wall. So now I'm going to mix some stucco or render or kind of joint material, and I'm going to put hydrofuge in that, which is going to stop any water passing. This is where I was saying before, you know, I always joke about how the French used to plaster concrete on everything and it was really bad for the stone. Well, in this case, it needs doing because it will stop the wood rotting. So let's get that on. They're at a crucial stage now. They're about 8 meters down, and they're still in sand and gravel, but they know that between 8 and 10 meters they'll hit the top of the calcium, like the stone layer. So that's what they're waiting for. As soon as they hit that, they have to quickly pull it out, whap in a plastic tube that's 200 centimeters, 200 millimeters diameter. Once they've got that in, they can then carry on down into the calcaire, so the calcium rock. The chippings of gravel are really playing havoc with the with the pump. That's what they're struggling with. But it's going down, and all of a sudden you'll see it stop, and that's when they hit the calcium level. See, it's stopping now. If it stops 2-3 times on the trot, we know it's calcium. There we go, they've just hit the calcium level, so the calcium. Now can we get the tube in without all the sand falling into the hole?
Pour l'instant, mais ça c'est normal. Sur le sable là qui remonte. ça bloque au fond, ça veut dire que les sables tombent. Donc,
Et
très
l'argile
compliqué.
peut aider le
Ouais,
sable.
ça peut aider en fait. Et après, ben, demain, en fait, au moment où on dira bon, ben, c'est bon, on va tuber, on va vachement densifier la boue pour avoir une grosse densité de boue, une boue très très épaisse. Et l'épaisseur de la boue fera que ça va créer, ça va tenir les parois pour quand je sors l'outil, parce que souvent le problème qu'on a, c'est que quand on sort l'outil, du coup on crée une dépression, et au moment où on crée la dépression, tac, ça tombe. Alors qu'en créant une grosse densité de boue, et bien, du coup on tient les parois.
So these guys have just gone, middle of the afternoon, the pump broke on them, which stopped them going any further. They're at, I think, 18 metres, and they've hit clay, which isn't great, but we'll see how it ends up tomorrow. Inside it was a little bit of what the French call bricolage. If I was actually making panels, I wouldn't make them like that, but just repairing, I've had to repair with what I can find. So as you saw, it was pretty like bitty to get things finished. Now any cracks and things like that I'll just repair, like screw holes and things like that, I'll just repair with decorator's cork, and we'll be painting that up and finishing that up. We'll show you that next week when it's all done. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and ring that bell so you know when our next vlog's out. Bit of hype wouldn't hurt either. See you all next time.
See you soon.